Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Hexplore, the Sands of Shurax on Tabletop Simulator. Last time, things were really looking up until very suddenly they weren't. Let this be a lesson to you. If I had just spent 2 extra gold, or really, if I had just used this hypersense tonic that I had sitting here that cost 2 gold. Actually, doesn't this only cost 1 gold? Because I was in Ferrora where I had the -1. It cost 1 gold. I would have moved cautiously, I would have drawn that, and I would have said, no, I don't think I'm going to fight that giant mammoth that can one-shot me. Let that be a lesson to you, because now, not only do I have to abandon my plans here and go back to town, I have to now spend 4 platinum, which is technically 400 gold, in order to revive Root, who got one shot. So, let that be a lesson to you. Alright, so it's the start of a new turn. We're gonna have to move recklessly. But technically, I have Root's equipment. I have his shit. So, we're gonna use his Hypersense tonic. Actually, we're gonna end on the city-state, so we skip the circumstance phase anyways. So there's no point. Yeah, there's no point. We skip the skill phase entirely. So the only thing that we will get for recklessly is 2 energy drain. But I think that Gorg can handle 2 energy drain. So we'll just drop that bound by 2. Head back to the city-state. And skip straight to city-state phase, where we're gonna buy the resurrection contract for 4 platinum. There goes our plat. Root comes back to life. I don't think there's any penalty for him dying, really. So that's good. And I assume he gets an action right now for the city-state. So, I guess let's have them... I'm debating. I could spend the money here to upgrade shit. But I don't know if I want to put points into... Maybe I want to put more points into... I guess I do want to put 1 more point into bolster, because then that'll increase the Armada level up to 14. And so then that's all around pretty good. Yeah, okay. He'll spend his time leveling up. Gorg, I don't know. Guess I could level up some more, but I'd rather level up his attack and defense. No, I guess he could go a little bit more into Summoning Circle. And, I suppose Invocation wouldn't hurt. It's crazy that it's still at 1 after all these power-ups we've gotten. Alright, they'll both spend their time... he could work, and we could try and grab another secret before leaving. Let's buy some stuff first, because... it's cheap, yo. Let's buy more hypersense tonics. Maybe a couple iron scales too. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna be paying for the caravan journey, so we have to keep that in mind. That's 4 per hero, or 3 per hero. Okay. So let's buy another hypersense times 2. Buy an iron scale. That's 1 plus 2 is 3. Easy. And do the same over here. Hyper times 2. It's messy as hell. Iron scale. So that's 4. Okay. Then Root's gonna level up. So we're gonna get bolster for 5. Yeah. Then do coordinated assault twice for 13. So that's a total of 18 spent. Dropping that down to 2. And we'll just clean that up. There you go. 18 bucks left. This goes to 9 and 9. So now coordinated assault. Once per round during combat, if I use coordinated assault, all heroes can use this rank in place of one of the skill ranks. That's pretty good for doing those outlast shit. If it's like survival or something, it's not like crazy good. When it's with just 2 players, because ideally Root would be able to use it himself, but he can't. Except when the Outlast, the swarm enemy, makes you roll a skill roll as like a defense, then Root could use it and really benefit from it because his skill numbers suck ass. Okay. Then Gorg is working, so he earns just the... He earns 2 plus 2, so he earns 4 for that. And then we're rolling a die, and if we get an odd number, we get another... Nope. Okay. It was worth a shot. And then we're bouncing out of here because if I stick around, this Ravager will eventually destroy Ferora, and I don't really want that to happen necessarily. So we're going to be paying $3 per hero in order to get on a caravan journey right now. So that's 3 there and 3 there. We're going to be drawing a new caravan master, Alkin. Okay. Each hero gains 10 gold for each encounter, cult raiders, Noko slavers, or invading army caravan event the group protects the caravan from. There's a lot of money to be made from this trip. Okay, and we get to travel to any other caravan location or city-state on the board. And we want to hand in this one, so we're going to Nemsenet. Right there, which is city-state number 4. So that would be right over here. That's where we're going. All right. So we're going to draw 2 cards. And away we go. Peace out. Endless dunes. Dunes stretch as far as the eye can see. Your feet sink with each step, scalding your ankles. When will you pass through this place? Health damage dealt by this caravan event is non-lethal. Any hero who rolls a critical success rolls the pyramid, gain a number of spell components equal to the result. Spell components are an item that can just be used in place of energy when using abilities. Or health for some racial abilities, like Gorg's ability. And you can also use spell components to reduce a caravan event's damage by 1. That's not bad. We could have probably loaded up on like 10 of those. They would cost us 1 each. Alright, but let's see here. We've got 5 energy drain. It's health and defense. So we'll have Root go ahead first. Okay. So health first, he's got a 10, so he only fails on a 10. He succeeded. And defense is an 8, also succeeded. So he reduces the number by 4 for 2 successes, meaning that he drops it down to 1. So he takes 1 energy drain. Gorg will step in as well. So he'll roll health. He crits on anything. Yeah, he crits on basically anything. So that's pretty good. Because his health is 18. So that means he crits on a 1 through 8. So he definitely crit. He brings it down to 0. And then he gets to roll a d4 and gains that many spell components. Only 1. Okay. He already had 1. Times 2. Okay. I think he does have to roll defense because he could crit fail. And raise it. Okay, we're good. Alright, so that does 0 energy drain to Gorg and then 0 to Alkeen. And that's great. That was perfect. Lost Way. Oh boy. Caravan has become hopelessly lost in the desert. Draw and place a random hot tile in the waste, then place a crystal tower on the location. And we draw another caravan event. Okay. See here. Oh boy. There we go. Lock. Huh? Okay. Place a crystal tower on the location. I believe you can just place it wherever you feel like. Maybe no. Maybe you do roll. That's vague. That's pretty darn vague. I mean, no matter what, we're losing the Oasis here, which kind of sucks, but I guess let's not lose the caravan as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we've got survival and... or navigation and exploration. So we'll have Gorg go first on this one. He'll roll these 2. Alright. He succeeded on both, fortunately. So he brings it down from 6 to 2. So he loses 2 energy. I guess Root will try the same, just to... might as well. He did succeed on exploration, so it was all good. That's all he needed. So that brings it down to 0, and that one is perfectly solved. Again, like you can see, caravan events become a lot more manageable a little ways into the game. Salt flats. Immense white salt flats stretch to the horizon. The sun seems amplified and intense, making your journey much more difficult. Health damage dealt by this caravan event is non-lethal. If you roll a crit, you locate an abandoned yet functional silt skimmer. Ooh. Alright, so it's health and second mastery. Well, Gorg will definitely go first because he's almost guaranteed this health crit. Yep, that's a crit. Which means that we get the silt skimmer, which is great. Because that can be used... I assume they mean the dust skimmer. Unless there's a silt skimmer I'm not aware of. Pretty sure they mean... Yeah, they mean a dust skimmer. Which works on silt, so I get the confusion. But there you go. Okay, so that brings it down 4 to 1 only. He does have to roll his invocation, his second mastery, which he will likely fail. Yep, big fail. We'll have root to the roll then, health. That is a fail, that's a crit fail. So that brings it back up to 3. And then he'll roll coordinated assault. That is barely a success. So that brings it back down to 1. He loses 1 for that. And then Alkeen would take 1, but we're going to use bolster. Because I can use that outside of combat to redirect all energy drain to our armada instead. So our armada will go down to 7. But I'm not going to bother tracking that because we'll restore that very quickly. So that's it. It's over. Easy peasy. Okay. So then we have to spend a total of 6 food. Each character spends 6 food. Obviously, Root doesn't have that. Gorg definitely has that. And he'll borrow the 6 food over to Root. So he'll just pay the 12. And be done with it. Then we get our rewards. He's at full vitals. So that's good. We get 3 plat for the group. Then each person gets 16 bucks. Damn. That was lucrative. Oh my. Gorg is loaded. And the 3 plats. Yeah, plat is always a group thing. Gold is always an individual thing that each person gets. Unless it very specifically says that the group gets just whatever amount of money. But I don't know if that ever happens, really. Alright. And then we are in Nesmanet or whatever. It is the villain phase. So technically this Ravager leaves. Nope. Yes. Goodbye, first boss. Now there are there's another location for the first boss, so it might not be the end of the world, but at this point I'd probably go after the second or third boss. Oh, there's a first boss right here. I wanted to really gun for him. Alright, new turn. We're gonna camp, of course. That brings all our numbers up to full. Just erase this so we know full. This should be at 14 now instead of 13. 14. Yeah, he definitely is at full +2. So he's all good. Org is at full +2, so that's all good. We're fighting fit. And we camped again. So this is at this. And then we spend our time in Nesmanet. Right here. Let's see what Nesmanet's got to offer. Alright, so we are definitely in the wrong reputation category for this, but oh, I didn't calculate. Yeah, Alkeen. We helped him with 3 events, so we're moving 3 in that direction. Yeah. So we would go 1, 2, 3. So we are now in the right category for reputation. There you have it. We're gonna hand in this mission. We only had 1 secret we found, so that gets us 5 plat and 1 power up each. But then we're in the right reputation category, so we each also get. Oh no, that wouldn't. No, you only get the +2 gold if it has this symbol on it. The gold plus symbol, so we don't get the +2. All right, so we each get 5 plat, or no, we get 5 plat and we each get a power up, which isn't shabby. 8. Let's dish out them power up cards. Root gets a stash with +1 energy. Yeah. Probably hold on to that. It's not crucial. Gore gets defend +3. Nothing special about it, but he is grateful for that defense. And then the next mission revealed is a bounty in the Silt Sea. Okay, so go to a Silt Sea, and then you're gonna pull out from the deck the first magical nature or monstrous humanoid creature. And then once you kill it, you don't get the reward immediately for bounty quests. You have to go back to a city-state or caravansary. Oh, and we could actually fight multiples. We could stack them. If we just sit there for a while, we could fight them all. If we happen to fight one outside of the Silt Sea, like it just comes up randomly, that also counts. And we have these 2 quests on Silt Seas as well, so Silt Sea is our next destination. But alright. So we can train energy, attack, and exploration here. Scarabs, the gambling game, is modified here. You double all max anti-limits and triple instead of double a rounds of winnings if the pyramid matches the house. Scarab's gold bonus increases from 2 to 5. And if at least one hero wins 1 plat or 100 gold, move the group's reputation towards Nemsenet. Alright. There's a danger of being mugged here. After you purchase items, roll a 10-sided die. If the result is less than or equal to the highest costing item, brigands assault you. You either face the guards, or each hero loses 1/10 of their gold. Huh. Okay. Sphinx Blood Booster. Okay, that's only if we're mutated. Oh no, we could just give ourselves a mutation, but I don't like that. Weighted dice can be used once outside of combat to reroll any one die. That's not bad. And if used during a game of Scarabs, you can roll a sand die. If you roll the house, you're caught cheating. Oh, okay, so you can use it to re-roll the dice in Scarabs. But if you roll the house number, you're caught cheating. So after the game's over, you face the guards. Shuraxians make their own luck. Nice. Belt of many pouches. Oh, this allows you to use an item while performing any action in combat. Damn. You can convert 100 gold into a platinum here. You can buy the bag of holding. It allows you to carry any amount of currency or food. And you ignore game effects that would cause you to lose your currency or food. Now, losing is different than spending. You still have to spend food. You have to still consume food. So yeah, there is a limit to how much gold you can carry. It's like 100 gold per food rating. So technically, Gord can only carry 400 gold. And Root can only carry 100 gold. Which I'm not really in danger of breaking, but it's something to remember. It's another thing to remember. And then the Gambling Den. You pay 6 gold per hero and 6 Ravager crystals. You can place a Gambling Den token in a location that does not have an event if you've ended the movement phase there. You skip the circumstance phase. You heal 5 health. You can play Scarabs and purchase items from the bazaar. You can also convert Ravager crystals into platinum at a conversion rate of 1:1. Each Gambling Den you possess also pays the group 3 platinum at the end of each game turn. Only up to 5 are available per game. Oh, man. Okay, so that is really probably one of the principal ways you go for that 100 platinum victory. Whichever one that was. Hold on. No. Yeah. This one. Group gathers 100 platinum, you win. I mean, damn, if you had 5 of these Gambling Dens out, you'd get 15 platinum each turn. That seems pretty manageable at that point. Although, you would need 30 Ravager crystals. But that seems to be like... I mean... There are ways to get a lot of Ravager crystals. Because every one of these these remnant things you go to, you roll a d4, and that's how many crystals you get. And with the extraction tools, you gain 2 additional ones. So you could get 6 per, potentially. Yeah, it's doable. I don't know if I have enough time at this point to go for it, that strat. But now that you know, at the start of the game, if things are looking... I mean, it's just like... It's just a path. It's a path to victory compared to, you know, killing the Ravager or something. But I don't know, I guess... If I looked at my 2, like, random rolls that I picked or something like that, and I was like, I'm not beating the Ravager this game, you could go for the money route. There's options. Whereas if I have some, you know, powerhouse team, it's like, no, I can kill that Ravager. Yeah. Not sure what makes the Ravager scale based on how many players there are. Other than this number right here, the Outlast, everything else seems to be pretty static. Not even the difficulty options really scale based on number of players. So that's curious. I could be missing something, but anyways. We can work here as an entertainer. Pays 3 gold normally. Plus 2 if we're aligned with the reputation, which we are, so we would pay 5. And then if you're an assist or a sapper, it plays another 6 and a platinum platinum piece. Not a bad way to make a buck. Okay, so yeah, Root will work here this turn, and Gorg is gonna train. He can train energy, energy, attack, and exploration. I think we're just gonna train attack quite a bit. 4, 5, 6, that's 15, 22. Spend 22. Okay, so it's that, okay. And that brings it up by 4 to 9, that's good. Just because, like, his attack is, he can attack energy or health, which has potential use. And if his aggressive shit ever kicks in, we can boost his attack to some pretty absurd numbers. Okay, Root is working, so he gains 11 bucks, and we get another platinum. 11 bucks and a platinum, bumping us up to 9. Blip. Is there anything I want to buy in Nemsenet? Possibly the Belt of Many Pouches. Probably the weighted dice. Yeah. Being able to reroll any die outside of combat, that's pretty good. So let's spend the 8 for that. Actually, it should be cheaper than that. -1 is 7 bucks. 7 bucks. Okay. So then we can just make this a 20, get rid of that. Okay, and we'll write down weighted. God, it's atrocious, man. Weighted. Okay, and that'll be that. I probably should buy even more Hypersense tonic. I mean, really, with as much money as we have, there should be no reason we ever don't move cautiously. Yeah, fuck it. Buy like 5. Bump this up to 5, so buy 3 more. They're $1 a piece. So bump that down to 12. Have Gorg. Buy 3 more. Bump that down to 6. There you go. Blah, 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 blah. I could stick around for another turn. And Root could train his attack. But I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. No. I don't know if it's really worth it. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm being stupid again, but time does tick. Time does tick. Whereas I can immediately hop on another caravan journey. Because we're trying to get to the Silt Sea, which is either going to be this one here, or we can head back out into the wastes. Although, yeah, there's one right here where the ancient bridge is. And the Ravager wouldn't be able to get me from there. He'd just fuck up the other places. And we ignore heat exhaustion, so I guess it's the wastes aren't too bad. Alright, let's go for the wastes. So we're gonna pay for the caravan journey. That's 3 per hero. There you go. Our caravan master for this trip is Ishtiak, the Dune Runner. An eccentric gnome with 4 arms. He's built a massive functioning silt skimmer, rumored to be as large as a dragon. You can trade your Ravager crystals to the Dune Runners for every 3. You can gain a hero gear upgrade or an item worth 1 platinum or less. Okay, that's all good and good and good. Yeah, we're picking this destination. And away we go, yet again. Oh, wait. Before I do that, let me buy some more food. Because it only costs 1 for 5. So let's fill up Brute, and we'll fill up Gorg, which costs 4. There you go. Yeah, the bag of holding, which lets you carry any amount of food. That's pretty funny. But yeah, okay, let's go. Noko's Slavers. Increase this event's energy drain by 2 per hero instead of 1. Noko's ruthless slavers have surrounded the caravan and mean to take prisoners back to Tari. Okay. So if it does 2 or more health damage to the caravan, we get arrested and we're taken straight to Tari. Let's not let that happen. And let's be honest, it won't happen. But, you know. Because I have Root and his bolster. We can just take all of that onto the Armada, who has 27 health. So we don't have to worry too much. But okay, the total number is a 9. We've got attack and defense involved here. Let's have Root go first. Roll that attack. That is a success. Roll that defense. That is a success. So that brings it down by 4 to 5. And we'll suffer the 5. Okay. Then let's have Gorg go. Roll that attack. That is a success. Roll the defense. That is a success. So that's another 4 down. Brings it down to 1. And he'll take 1 energy loss. It's livable. Then I either spend a spell component to reduce it down to 0, or we spend an energy to reduce it, to just put it on the Armada. Yeah. 7. There you go. Done. Next. Endless Dunes. We get another caravan event, which sucks. We're immune to heat exhaustion, so we don't have to worry about that. It's energy and second mastery. Number is 6. We will, of course, have Gore go first, because he crits on a 1 through 5 for energy. He crit. Good. So that brings it down to 2. And then he'll roll his second mastery where he needs a 1. Did not get the 1. So he takes 1. That is manageable. Energy for Root is only a 7, sadly. But he did succeed. And second mastery is a 9. He also succeeded. So it is at 0. I don't know why I put it to 10, but it's at 0. Okay, another one done. Salt flats. If there were a place the caravan would be ambushed, it would be here. The sun reflects off the baked earth, causing you to see mirages. Prepare the caravan for battle. And we draw another event. Heroes who fail stat tests become debilitated until the end of the caravan journey. So again, that's just affects if we get into combat. Alright, it's health and energy. The number is 6. We'll have Gorg go first. He crits on health 1 through 8. That's a crit. And energy 1 through 4 is a crit. It's just a success. So that's -6. Done. We don't even have to do anything else. Easy peasy. Those health and energy ones with Gorg is crazy good. And I'm not misinterpreting this rule. I will prove it to you. If we go back to stats, just because I can tell you're iffy. Here, rolling stat test, a roll of a hex is a roll to 1, always crit. Starting at rank 12, and every rank after a critical success range increases by 1. So 1 or 2 at 12, 1 through 3 for 13, 1 through 4 for 14. Okay. And this says when rolling stat tests, every number you have on your board is a stat. Each hero has the following stats: 2 vitals, 4 abilities, 3 skills. So I'm not interpreting this incorrectly. Gorg crits on health tests on 1 through 8 right now. Which is nice. It's just nice. It's just good and nice. Alright, gypsies. Oh god. You've encountered a tribe of gypsies who bless the caravan with song and merriment. Are you even allowed to use the word gypsies in board games nowadays? I thought that was like a slur. I learned yesterday that I don't know why I'm connecting these two thoughts. I learned that the company, the publisher and the designers and all that, the company behind Hexplore is located about an hour and a half away from me. So that's pretty cool. Right. Each hero who plays Scarabs with the Gypsies rolls a 4-sided die. So I don't think you're actually playing Scarab. You're not going through a round of Scarabs. I think it's just like, oh yeah, we're playing Scarabs, and then you roll a 4-sided die. You could lose 8 gold, gain an energy rank, gain 2 energy drinks, or draw a power-up. Well, considering that Root can fucking re-roll the die if he wants, he'll definitely play. He got a 3. He'll accept this. He will accept this. So this goes to 13, this goes to 9. And fuck it, Gorg will play as well, because I think he can re-roll. He got a 2. Let me double check. It just says maybe used up to once per turn outside of combat to re-roll any one die. It doesn't say any one die that you roll. So yeah, we'll use it. Yeah, okay, then it's 2. So he gains an energy. 15, 15. All right, we still have to deal with the energy drain here. The number is 4. It's first and second masteries, so root will go. 9 either way. That means we have 2 successes, so that brings it down to 0, and it is over. That's a good event. You want that event. All right, total food cost for our journey is 5. 5 per character. Well, Gorg will definitely pay the 5. And let's go ahead and have him pay another 3 for Root. So Root only has to pay 2. Ishtiak ended with full vitals. It's funny how easy that is nowadays. It seemed so daunting at first. So each one of us gets +1 to our masteries, both of them. Don't mind if I do. Invocation finally at 2. We also each get +1 to our navigate. Don't mind if I do. And we get a Sphinx Blood Booster. Now that I'm not as interested in. I don't want to gain I mean, maybe at some point I do want to gain mutations. Gorg probably more than Root, because he's got plenty of energy to risk. God, where to write this shit? Let me try using text instead. It usually doesn't work out right, but... There you go. Sphinx. I spelt... Sphinx Blood Booster. The problem is you can't move the text. You can't move the text once it's there. It's just fucking there. I mean, maybe there's a way to move it. Later moving text. Well. Nope. No. Nope. There was a post in... There's apparently mods. Why would you not have a way to move text? Yeah, they literally don't have a way to move text. Permanent unmoving text. It's like by design that it's not supposed to move. Whatever. Okay. So that's that. Journey done. We are now here. It's the villain phase. So the Ravagers are going to plop down. He would try to plop down right where we are, but he can't because there's already... We're in the waste, and there's already a crystal tower there. So... he's going to appear on a random quadrant instead. So I think we'd go like 1, 2, 3, 4 to determine what quadrant he picks. He's going to 1, which is unfortunately this one. And we roll the d6 to determine where he goes. He's going right there, so that city is demolished. Well, them's the breaks. That's Hexplore it, man. It can happen. Alright, new turn. We're going to be moving cautiously 1 step to here. We do have to roll this shit. We failed both over here on Gorg's side. So that does eat up 4 food. Over on Root's side. Oh, God. Double crit fail. Not that it really matters, but what the fuck? Alright. Roll circumstance, though we can most likely avoid it. It is the skeletal dragon. Damn it. I was hoping not to have to dump that, but I'm not fighting it. Okay, Genie. That's pretty much just as good. Wow. This thing can do energy damage equal to half the enemy's energy rank. Holy shit. I could go fight the Ravager now. Yeah, I mean, it would do 100 energy damage on this thing, 50 damage on this thing. But it's like Demi from Final Fantasy. I don't think it ever could actually... Oh, but it says total energy rank. Not current energy rank. So maybe it's not like Demi. Maybe it would do 100 twice. Wow. That's pretty darn viable then, in that case. Because to subdue him, we have to drain all his energy here and do the Outlast here. That could be... I mean, the energy could be done in 4 turns. The Outlast is definitely trickier. It also would just be a matter of surviving against his shit. Doing like 6 damage to the group. 4 damage, 4 energy damage, strengthen, you know, it's definitely sounds a little tricky, especially because I don't have a healer. And I think that's really my major downfall, is not having a healer. Root can heal the Armada for 4, but then they have to bolster. They can't be attacking. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Little tricky. It still seems pretty daunting. But anyways, event, we're gonna be doing a quest. Let's do this one first, the exploration. We're in the opposite category. I don't think I moved for working. I was employed in the evil city. So let's do the optional one here, the other side. We just have to get 1 exploration success. If we get crits, we gain +1 energy rank. And we'll gain an extra 4 gold. Alright. So Gorg failed. Great. Root succeeded. So that's good. Let's re-roll Gorgs using the weighted dice. Alright, doesn't matter. Just hoping for a crit, but you never know. Okay, so... It's immediately completed. Very simple. We get 6 gold each and 2 power-ups. Yeah, missions, baby. They're the way to go. I mean, really, that's just dead simple. There is a thing normally with Silt where if you like move into it, you have to spend 1 additional unit of movement after you enter it, And if anyone critical fails during the skill phase, they become stuck in quicksand. You have to camp here next turn. But I have the dust skimmer, which ignores all that shit. Oh, and we also can move one additional X per turn. I forgot about that. But yeah, so either way, we're fine. Okay, Root got Evolve, which is going to give him +3 health. Don't mind if I do. This should be at 11. And this should be at 17. Okay. And stashed +1 attack. We'll still hold on to that because we're going to be getting more power-ups. Do not worry about that. Dash for second mastery and a purity for survival. So +3 to survival. Brings it up to 8. Very competitive number. I could go for the stashes now, but again, I'm gonna be getting more. None of this is crucial, so leave it. Oh. I wonder if you discard this because Ferrora doesn't exist anymore. Probably the rules do not say to do that. But, I mean, it's sort of unfair, isn't it? I mean, really, if we're gonna be totally honest, the whole Ferrora deck should probably go away. Ferrora doesn't exist, you know? But it doesn't talk about it whatsoever. So, as far as the rule book is concerned, if we were to play by the rules, the Ferrora deck would just still keep going. And any quests that mentioned going to Ferrora just sit there until you find a way to shuffle them, which I don't know if that exists in this game. There's no luck stones. There's no luck stones. I mean, I don't think I ever saw a way to shuffle missions. Yeah. I mean, I'm not making up that the city is destroyed. I thought it was pretty clear about that. It is possible for the Ravager to destroy event locations, discoveries, city-states, oases, etc. Yeah, so I mean, it's destroyed. I just don't know how to interpret it. Well, we've run into this issue multiple times throughout these playthroughs, haven't we? Where the rules are not clear and we have to make a judgment call. Again, if it was my table, I would not make it sit here the whole time. I would say we dump it and move on. Alright, this one's still viable, so we can do that. We'd have to go to Drea, the third city-state, and then deliver them to Tari, the second... No, wait a minute. Go to Drea, which is the second city-state, and then go to Tari, the third city-state. Alternatively, we could go to Drea and then deliver them to any desert mission location instead. Right. Also, as for whether or not to remove the Ferrora deck, I think we probably keep it. It's not like the Ferrora deck involves bringing things back specifically to Ferrora, as we've seen. So it's just another... I don't really know exactly how to interpret the destruction of city-state, so it is what it is. Okay. Where was I? Right, we had just landed him there. Did we? No, we just handed in a quest. Right, we had just finished the quest. Which means we go to the villain phase, where he removes... I think. I mean... Your timeline can get a little hazy here. What is that, a lava one? No, I just want... I could just copy and paste, but whatever. Bye, Ferrara. What a wasteland. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the board. We're getting very close to Act 3. Yeah. Yeah. And Act 3, he doesn't disappear every other turn. He just continues to move until he gets you. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. We're going to be camping here again. So this will go up to 15. Oh, and we're finally done with Hypersomniac. That's full now. So I can now camp to negate all conditions. And we gain +1 to our survival. Okay. Yep, that's all set. Success and a failure again. Jesus. And there's no oasis nearby, so I'll have to... Well, we can go to the caravan to purchase food. Oasis is free food, but you can always purchase from the caravans. So it's not like we're boned. That's gonna be nice failures. Okay, roll for circumstance. Unavoidable heat wave. The air is oppressively hot and you're going through your water reserve much too quickly. Heroes suffer size matters. So food rating, non-lethal energy damage each time they roll any number of skills. Great. And that lasts for 4 turns. Food rating, energy damage. That's rough. Okay, we're gonna be rolling then. Well, maybe not. We could just nab this. And then we have to escort him to an oasis location. Which pretty much means hopping on the caravan and going... God. Or wandering the waste some more. That's also an option. Or going here. But... yeah, Wandering the waste doesn't sound too fun either, so I don't know what to do. That quest is a little rough. Let's do the bounty thing. We're gonna search for the first Magical nature or monstrous humanoid. No. Huh. Oh boy. There we go. Mongrel men. Oh, they're only level 1. We will butcher them. They will be butchered. There will be butchering. Butchering of the mongrel men. Alright, they have 9 health. They don't do anything that worries me about anything, and I think just we'll slaughter them. I don't even have to use special abilities. I can use, no, screw it. Don't use anything. Don't use anything. Just attack. Just attack and defend with Gorg. And that'll be it. And we roll the d6. It's a 2. Okay. So this will be doing 4 damage to a single target. Food rating adds to the target dice, so if Gorg rolls, all right, he gets a 9. Root gets a 5, and the Armada gets a 5. So it's Gorg who's defending, so he doesn't take any damage. The mongrel men die. We each get 2 food and $2. 2 food, $2. There you go. And that's that. And that was pretty easy. Okay. We're also on the ancient bridge. So we could, I don't know if it's a choice or not. Whenever you camp here, we each roll all our skill dice. So I guess doesn't say may, but that means that I take food rating energy damage. Yeah. Let it be so. It's gonna get restored instantly anyway, so not like it matters. And if we roll any crits, we get, all right, that would be a crit right there. So we gain 4 plat, and you can only get that once per turn, so I'm not gonna bother rolling for the other stuff. That's 13 plat. That money strat might have been kind of viable. I don't know. I guess maybe there's still time. Maybe. Basically, I would just have to gamble my ass off in Nesmanet. Yeah, I'd gamble my ass off in Nesmanet, because you'd basically 100 gold is a plat. Antes are doubled. Pyramid is doubled. Wait a minute. Pyramid is quadruple earnings? Oh, triple. No, triple. Okay, so in that case, if I went max on the peaks of $40, I mean, that implies that you can win. I think you do win then if you rolled triple house symbols. If you triple house number for this, I think you'd still win, you'd just lose your bet. Because of Sandstorm. So let's see, that would be 40, and if I rolled triple house numbers, that would be 10 to 1. So that'd be 400. Tripled, that would be 1200, which is 12 plat. The odds of that are pretty fucking slim, though. So more likely I'd be putting 20 on here and winning like 20 bucks, maybe. I guess if I put 20 on all of them, I'd almost certainly win 20 bucks a turn. But even then, between two characters, I'd get maybe like a platinum per game turn. And I don't have many game turns left. So I think, yeah, aside from the gambling den strat, I don't see how it's super viable to just gamble for 100 plat. And the only way to go for the gambling den strat is really to focus on that pretty early and pretty much bum rush all the Ravager spots to go for crystals. That's the only way to guarantee crystals. And I decided to stay pure. Because if you're going for the crystal strat there, you're going to be irradiated the fuck. So you're going to be taking quite a bit of energy drain, becoming quite mutated, so you lose even more energy. It's tricky. I mean, either way, it's tricky. Okay, so yes, I did the event phase, then the villain phase. So he's going to be popping up in a random quadrant. Let's see here. In a random spot. It's number 3, which is this one, in the 3rd spot, which is going to be right here. All right. Okay. We'll leave it off there for now. It's not a quick game, is it? I mean, this is one player. I'm doing solo, so I get to make all the decisions. There's no, you know, there's no debates or anything like that. But even then, it takes a long time. And I don't think that's a problem. In fact, I think that's a good thing. It's just a lot of people, when they sit down for a board game, they expect, okay, this is a 2 to 3 hour thing, and then we're done. Whereas people, when they sit down for an RPG, they think, okay, we're going to be playing this for the next 2 months. And it's one game, or, you know, so something like that. So I think this is somewhere in between. I think you can't go in expecting to finish it in one night. I mean, you could if you had many hours. But it's one of those things, I think, where you just leave it out and you say, okay, we're stopping here. We'll come back next week and we'll, you know, start it up again, and that's how it goes. And I like that. I like that. I think that's good if you have the table space and you can just leave a game out week after week. Because I imagine packing this all up, you know, as like a save and, you know, bringing it back out the next week, that's a little rough. You'd have to take a lot of pictures of your map. You'd have to make sure the map is oriented the same. You'd have to make sure cards and everything stay marked. You'd have to have your... I guess either way, you probably want to take pictures of your sheets, because you don't want to leave the markers on there over the course of a week or more. So you'd probably erase the sheets every week, but still. Yeah, so... I don't think we'll win this game, to be perfectly honest. The Ravagers just seem so threatening. Even if I go for the Genie strat, it's still iffy. Because the Outlast shit, I'm gonna be fighting him for days. Maybe. The fact that I don't have a healer is very worrisome. I think if I sense that the Ravager fight is imminent, we're gonna have to just stock up on a lot of potions. But if I'm interpreting the rules correctly, he won't ever be able to attack me if I sit out in the wastes. Oh, but once Act 3 starts, every turn we take corrosive energy drain equal to half the number of remnants in play, and he'll continue to flood the quadrants. And corrosive means can't be healed the round during which it is suffered. Outside of combat, can't be healed for the remainder of the game turn, and prevents vitals from being raised above their maximum. Oh, okay. So once Act 3 kicks in, there'll be 12 in play. So I'm going to take 6 energy drain every turn. And that's only going to get worse. So, yeah, I could see the next video being the last one. And we just are forced into the fight. And we'll probably die even if I do take a whole bunch of poultices and stuff. It's not going to be pretty. Yeah. None of the things I could buy are really useful. Know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. The King's Elixir is not bad. But other than that, probably just buy a lot of iron scale potions and hope for the best. Alright. My name is Mangg. Gaming watching has been Hexplore at Sands of Shurax. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.